In today's episode, we're diving into one of Italy's most scenic drives. From the heart of Naples to the stunning cliffs of Vico Equense. Along the way, we'll be stopping at some hidden gems, like the breathtaking Basilica of Santa Croce in Torre del Greco and soaking in the coastal charm of Castellah-Marray Dee Stahbia. And, of course, we'll wrap it all up with some jaw-dropping views in Vico Equense that'll leave you speechless. So, buckle up and join us for this unforgettable ride through the Amalfi region. Hey travelers! And welcome back to World with Wife. Okay, stop whatever you're doing, because this is something special. We're starting off today's journey in the shadow of Basilica di Santa Croce, here in Torre del Greco, a town that's literally built on ancient lava flows from Mount Vesuvius. Think about that. This place has survived volcanic eruptions and centuries of history, and it's still standing. Stunning, right? But this is just the beginning of today's trip. We're taking you from Naples to Vico Equense, making stops at some places that will blow your mind, like Castellah-Marray Dee Stahbia, where Roman emperors once came to bathe in the healing hot springs. And wait until you see the views in Vico Equense. And spoiler alert, it's the kind of view that'll make you question why you haven't moved to Italy yet. Alright, so we've just stepped inside the basilica and the first thing that hits you is the sheer height of this place. And the vaulted ceilings seem to stretch forever, like the sky itself is part of the architecture. The air feels cool, ancient, and it's almost as if you can hear the whispers of centuries-old prayers echoing around you. Look at the detail here, the mosaics, the stone carvings, and those chandeliers hanging like suspended timepieces. And Torre del Greco, the town where this church stands, has been repeatedly hit by volcanic eruptions over the centuries, including significant ones in 1631, 1737, and 1794. But the town and its people have always rebuilt, even when lava flows buried parts of it. The town itself sits right between Naples and Pompeii, and is famous for its coral craftsmanship, which dates back centuries, and today it's one of Italy's top spots for coral jewelry. But beyond the jewelry, this town has an almost mystical connection with Mount Vesuvius, standing firm in the face of its wrath time and time again. We keep mentioning volcanic eruption, and in fact, our last episode was entirely dedicated to the famous eruption of 79 AD that completely destroyed the town of Pompeii. And if you want to watch that episode, I'll leave a link to it in the description below. We are now along Corso Garibaldi, in the vibrant heart of Torre del Greco, and it is the bustling main street that pulses with life and energy. And on one side, you've got charming cafes, local shops, and the irresistible aroma of Italian cuisine wafting through the air. And on the other, the shimmering waters of the Gulf of Naples stretch out, offering a perfect view of the sea. Located about 12 kilometers from Naples, it's a short drive, taking roughly 20 to 30 minutes depending on traffic. The town's name reflects its Greek origins, with Torre referring to the medieval towers that were once part of its defenses. The town is lively, with bustling markets and vibrant street arts, and the seafront area provides stunning views of the Gulf of Naples and the nearby Vesuvian coastline. It is one of the few towns in the region that blends both maritime and volcanic influences. And this dual impact has shaped its character, economy, and culture in unique ways. From this vantage point, we can see the lighthouse Muraglione, and this lighthouse has been guiding ships safely into the harbor since the 19th century. And it stands as a sentinel against the waves, watching over the bay and providing a beacon of hope and safety for sailors navigating these waters. Okay, so here's something most tourists miss about Torre del Greco. You know those beautiful coral jewelry pieces the town is famous for? Well, there's an ancient tradition tied to them. Locals say that coral from Torre del Greco isn't just beautiful but it's also protective. And for centuries, sailors here believed coral held mystical powers to protect them at sea. So, it's not just a pretty souvenir, it's a piece of history, a talisman that's been passed down through generations. But what makes it even more special is that every piece is a little slice of the town's soul, crafted by people who live in the shadow of Mount Vesuvius, who understand what it means to survive and thrive. I've got a question for you. Would you wear a piece of jewelry with centuries of history and superstition behind it? Drop your thoughts in the comments below. And are you all about that mystical protection, or is it just a pretty piece to you? And hey, this journey is far from over. Next up, we're headed to Castellah-Marray Dee Stahbia, where Roman emperors once soaked in the healing hot springs. And trust me, what we're about to see is going to make you want to dive headfirst into the history. But before we go, hit that subscribe button and turn on notifications. You won't want to miss what's coming next. And if you've enjoyed today's discoveries, give this video a like as it really helps us out. The road feels like it's carved into the landscape, and every curve reveals a new stunning view. And you can't help but feel connected to both the sea and the mountain. As we leave Naples' metropolitan area, the air even feels different here, fresher, cleaner. It's like we're following the path that ancient Romans and travelers from centuries ago would have taken, and each kilometer brings us closer to the town where history and nature meet. This is the Basilica of Our Lady of the Snow, located in Torre Annunziata. And the basilica's name comes from a miraculous event in Rome in 352 AD, when snow was said to have fallen on the site of what would become the Basilica of Santa Maria Maggiore. We stopped there for a while before continuing our way towards our next destination. And as I mentioned before, we are heading towards Castellah-Marray Dee Stahbia. This is a coastal town nestled in the Bay of Naples, and is built upon the ancient Roman city of Stahbia, which was famously buried during the catastrophic eruption of Mount Vesuvius. Many of the Roman villas and artifacts have been uncovered, revealing a once luxurious lifestyle for the elite, complete with sprawling estates and incredible frescoes. And some of the most notable finds include the beautifully preserved Villa San Marco and Villa Oriana, both showcasing intricate mosaics, paintings, and architecture that give a glimpse into life in this ancient resort town. The town is also known for its vibrant marina and strong maritime history. And over the centuries, Castellah-Marray Dee Stahbia has developed into a significant port town, with fishing and shipbuilding playing central roles in its economy. Right now, we're strolling down Corso Giuseppe Garibaldi, and let me tell you, this walk is just magical. Because, to our right, the sea stretches out in endless blue, with the breeze carrying that unmistakable scent of saltwater, while to the left, the town comes alive, with colorful buildings, lively cafes, and locals going about their day. This is where this little town really shines, with the connection between the land and sea. And you can almost feel the centuries of history beneath your feet. And this town has seen it all, from Roman emperors taking in the sea breeze to the vibrant local life you see today. And trust me, the views, well, absolutely stunning. When I say small, it is not that small. After all, there are 65,000 people living there. And the town itself is situated about 30 kilometers southeast of Naples, making it a convenient and scenic coastal escape from the big city. This is one of the most charming and picturesque marinas in town, and it is known as Porto Davide. The marina is just a short distance from the ancient Roman ruins of Stahbia and the bustling heart of town. It is a popular spot for yachts and small boats, with pristine docking facilities and stunning views of the Bay of Naples. And many visitors use it as a launchpad to explore hidden coves, nearby islands like Capri, and even coastal towns like Sorrento. And of course, during our grand tour of Italy, in the upcoming episodes, we will bring you to all these wonderful places. We will visit both the amazing town of Sorrento and take a boat tour to the island of Capri. But for now, just ahead, you can see the grand co-cathedral of St. Mary of the Assumption and St. Catullus, one of the town's most important landmarks. And it's like a beacon rising from the town, guiding us through history, And this church, dedicated to both the Virgin Mary and Saint Catellus, is a mix of beauty, faith, and artistry. Let us take a walk there and let us visit it. The Co-Cathedral is an architectural gem, rich with religious and cultural significance. And it's not only a stunning building but also a key part of the town's history and identity. The exterior of the Co-Cathedral is impressive with its grand facade that instantly draws attention. And the entrance features intricate carvings and sculptures that symbolize devotion and religious power. Once inside, visitors are greeted by a spacious and ornate interior, filled with frescoes, paintings, and gilded altars. And the main altar, dedicated to the Assumption of the Virgin Mary, is an elaborate masterpiece of marble and gold, representing the importance of the Virgin Mary in Catholic faith. The dome adds a magnificent touch to the skyline, while the towering bell tower can be seen from many parts of town. And the bells often ring out during festivals, creating an atmosphere steeped in tradition. Here's something intriguing. Saint Catellus is said to have once prayed to hold back Mount Vesuvius from destroying the town. And many locals believe that the saint's protective spirit still watches over them, especially during periods of volcanic activity. This co-cathedral serves as a central place of worship and plays an integral part in local religious festivals. And in the co-cathedral there's a notable photo of Carlo Acutis, a young Italian beatified by the Catholic Church. Carlo Acutis is known for his deep faith and for using modern technology to spread the message of Christianity. And in the co-cathedral, his photo is displayed as part of a tribute to his life and beatification. Furthermore, every year, the town also celebrates Saint Catellus with a large procession through the streets. And the faithful gather at the co-cathedral to honor their protector, asking for blessings and protection, especially against the looming presence of Mount Vesuvius. The cathedral is situated in the heart of Piazza Giovanni 23, and lining the square are various outdoor cafes and shops where you can grab a coffee or some gelato while soaking in the lively atmosphere. Just a short walk from the cathedral, you'll find remnants of the ancient Roman city, and the archaeological sites, including the Villa San Marco and Villa Oriana, also provide a fascinating insight into the town's rich history. Nearby parks and green spaces offer a relaxing escape from the urban bustle. And the architecture around the cathedral blends historical buildings with more modern constructions, reflecting the town's evolution over time. So, do look out for beautiful facades and traditional Italian design elements. One prime example is the Casa Armonica, and it is a type of bandstand that became popular in Europe from the late 19th to early 20th century, especially in tourist spots. And these structures evoke the enjoyment of seaside holidays, and in Italy, they are mostly found in central and southern regions. It is now time for a short break. Some coffee and some pastries would be most welcomed. After all, we have been walking up and down the promenade along the beach, and gentle breeze carrying the salty scent of the sea made us thirsty. And we have found the perfect corner to sit down and enjoy our coffee. Our coffee arrived, rich and aromatic. And as we took the first sip, the bold flavors mixed perfectly with the calming seaside atmosphere. We looked out, and the sun glistened on the water, casting a shimmering reflection across the horizon, while locals stroll by along the promenade. And the scene felt peaceful and timeless, blending the charm of coastal Italy with that relaxed, easygoing vibe that makes you forget about everything else. Now, here's a question for you. What's your go-to coffee order when traveling? Kindly share your favorite beachside coffee spots in the comments, and let's chat over a virtual espresso. We are now making our way towards the next destination, and for that we would need to drive another 15 to 20 minutes. But, as we cruised through the vibrant streets, passing by the lively promenade, the glistening Tyrrhenian Sea on one side, and the towering hills dotted with colorful Italian villas on the other, 20 minutes felt like 5 only. The road hugs the coastline, winding its way through small towns and picturesque landscapes. As we left behind the town, the views became even more breathtaking, and on clear days, you can catch glimpses of Mount Vesuvius in the distance, its silhouette a reminder of the region's deep history. We are now in Vico Equense, and we found a parking spot at Piazza JF Kennedy. And this square is perched on the edge of a dramatic cliff, offering panoramic views that will take your breath away. Let us take a walk and enjoy some of these views, and let me share them with you as well. In fact, you look out and you will see the Gulf of Naples stretching endlessly before you, with the iconic silhouette of Mount Vesuvius standing tall in the distance. And the sea below is a shimmering mix of deep blues and greens, and you can even spot small fishing boats bobbing gently on the waves. Behind you, the narrow streets of Vico Equense wind their way through the town, lined with small shops, cafes, and gelaterias, inviting you to explore. And it's the perfect place to slow down, take in the beauty, and enjoy the laid-back coastal life. The cliffs plunge steeply into the water, giving you that unmistakable sense of standing at the edge of the world. And wouldn't you love to sit here for a while, just soaking it all in? What's your favorite spot to just stop and take in the view? Please let us know in the comments, as this is a place where time seems to stand still, and you won't want to miss a second of it. For me, this is my favorite spot, to sit and enjoy the view, and take it all in. Or so I thought, until my husband found another spot, even better than this one. And if you stick around, I will bring you there later, and you can help me rate that new spot. Meanwhile, here is a bit of history. Vico Equense is a beautiful coastal town in the metropolitan city of Naples, part of the stunning Sorrentine Peninsula. And with its blend of coastal charm, history, and natural beauty, it's a perfect stop when exploring the Amalfi region. Its location makes it a key entry point into the Sorrentine Peninsula, while still being a relatively short drive from Naples. And Vico Equense history dates back to Roman times. In fact, it was a favorite destination of Roman aristocrats who built their villas along the coast. And the name Equense is believed to have come from the ancient Roman name Equorna. The first thing you need to do in any Italian town is to stop by a gelateria and grab yourself some of their amazing gelatos, and I recommend minimum 2 scoops. This is the Church of Saints Cyrus and John, also known as Chiesa dei Santi Ciro e Giovanni. Well, the church stands proudly in the heart of the town, its white and cream-colored facade catching the afternoon sun, radiating a warm and welcoming glow. Behind the church, you catch glimpses of the rolling hills and green vineyards that surround Vico Equense, offering a peaceful backdrop. The air is filled with a quiet reverence, and the nearby piazza buzzes with the soft chatter of locals and visitors alike. The structure is elegant yet simple, with tall, arched windows and decorative details that give it an almost timeless charm. And the twin bell towers rise gracefully above the building, each crowned with a cross, a subtle reminder of the town's rich spiritual history. Furthermore, the entrance, with its broad steps and grand wooden doors, invites you to explore the sacred space inside. What would you explore first? The historical charm of the church or the vibrant street life around it? Do let us know in the comments below. From the church, we strolled down to Corso Filangieri, and as soon as we arrived, we were blown away by the views. Ahead of us, the sweeping vista opens up, offering an uninterrupted view of the Gulf of Naples. And remember I mentioned about bringing you to a spot where the views will be even better than what I have shown you before? Well, we are here now, right at Hotel Sporting in Vico Equense. Arriving at the hotel, we were greeted by a stunning outdoor seating area that's perfect. And from here, the views are nothing short of breathtaking. The outdoor terrace offers a panoramic vista of the Gulf of Naples, with its sparkling blue waters stretching out to the horizon. And the sea is a mesmerizing shade of turquoise, blending seamlessly into the distant backdrop of Mount Vesuvius, which stands majestically over the landscape. The cliffside location of the hotel means you're perched above the town, giving you a bird's-eye view of the charming streets and colorful buildings below. And the surrounding hills are lush and green, dotted with vineyards and lemon groves, adding a touch of rural beauty to the coastal scene. How would you spend your time with a view like this? Would you savor a sunset cocktail or enjoy a peaceful moment of reflection? Please, share your ideal way to enjoy this stunning setting in the comment. For us, it was like this. I ordered a mojito while my husband opted for coffee. After all, he still had to be the driver for the rest of our adventure. And our drinks came accompanied with complimentary snacks. We also had great views of an ongoing wedding ceremony that was taking place at the Church of the Santissima Annunziata. As beautiful the view was, and as relaxed as we felt, we had to wave goodbye to this amazing place, as we still have a lot more to do and to see, and this episode is far from over. So let us continue. With a population of around 20,000 residents, Vico Equense is a small but lively town. And its size allows it to maintain a welcoming and intimate atmosphere, where the community feels connected to its traditions, but it still attracts many visitors during the summer months due to its location. Interesting fact. While small, Vico Equense is home to Italy's first geothermal station, built in the 1960s, demonstrating the region's natural thermal activity. Fast forward a bit. This is our hotel for today, but we will get back to it later on. We will be able to enjoy one of the best sunsets of the region, right from the pool area of our hotel. So if you do not want to miss it, then do subscribe to the channel. As a teaser, let me show you the panoramic views from the hotel open terrace. We have seldom explored a town with such ancient roots and such stunning scenery. At this point, we could not help notice that the more we dived deep into the Amalfi region, the more beautiful the scenery was getting. And I am sure that you must have also noticed it through our videos. On clear days, the far-off islands in the bay become visible, adding to the sense of expansive tranquility. And the sun sets in the distance, casting a golden glow over the water and bathing the terrace in a warm, serene light. Behind us, the hills of the Sorrentine Peninsula rise, covered in olive trees and vineyards, creating a green and vibrant contrast to the deep blues of the sea. As we drive away from our hotel, the road winds along the cliffside, offering one jaw-dropping view after another. And one of the most stunning sights along this route is the Porto di Saiano, nestled into the coastline below. From this vantage point, the Porto di Saiano looks like a peaceful hideaway, tucked between the steep cliffs and the turquoise waters of the Tyrrhenian Sea. And the marina is a charming sight, with its small, colorful boats bobbing gently on the calm waters, all set against the backdrop of dramatic rock formations and lush greenery. Have you ever been to a port like this, where the sea and cliffs meet so perfectly? And if not, what's the most picturesque harbor you've ever visited? Please, share your thoughts in the comments as we'd love to hear. The blue sea contrasts beautifully with the golden cliffs that rise around it, while the gentle curve of the bay cradles the port, making it feel like a hidden gem. As we continue our scenic drive along the coast, we finally arrive at the Basilica Pontificia della Madonna del Lauro. And this striking basilica stands tall in the heart of Meta, with its intricate Baroque facade immediately catching your eye. The area around the church is peaceful, with narrow cobblestone streets weaving between quaint Italian homes and local shops. And just beyond the church, the road opens up to reveal more stunning coastal views of the Tyrrhenian Sea. Step inside the basilica and you're immediately struck by the elegant and ornate interior. The space is filled with soft natural light pouring in through the large arched windows, illuminating the intricate details of the church. This basilica is one of the most important religious sites in the region, dedicated to Madonna del Lauro, the patron saint of sailors, making it a symbol of hope for seafarers. Meta, the charming town where the basilica is located, sits on the Sorrentine Peninsula, offering some of the most breathtaking views of the Amalfi Coast. And it's one of the smaller towns in the area but rich in both history and natural beauty. Meta has long been known as a traditional fishing village, but in recent years it has gained popularity as a peaceful escape from the more tourist-heavy spots nearby, like Sorrento and Positano. And in our next episode of our grand tour of Italy, we will explore the amazing town of Sorrento together. So, do make sure you do not miss it. Click that notification bell so that it helps remind you once the video is out. Our journey through the Amalfi Coast wraps up here, but this is just the tip of the iceberg. And as you will discover in the upcoming episodes, the Amalfi region is truly amazing. It's been an incredible ride from the rich history of Torre del Greco to the stunning coastal views and charming streets of this hidden gem. Along the way, we've uncovered some fascinating secrets, explored the beauty of Castellah-Marray Dee Stahbia, and experienced the peaceful serenity of Vita, with its breathtaking basilica and jaw-dropping views. If you've enjoyed this coastal adventure as much as we have, make sure to hit that like button, leave a comment, and subscribe so you don't miss any upcoming episodes. And don't forget to ring the bell for notifications, there's so much more to come. In the next episode, we're heading to Sorrento, where even more surprises await. So, stay tuned for more scenic drives, incredible views, and fascinating stories. Thank you for joining us on this leg of the journey, and we'll see you in the next episode in Sorrento. Ciao for now.